بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So for this 1 month, throughout the year, we may lavish attention on our physical bodies and neglect our ruh. But for 1 month, Allah has placed us under an obligation to pay some attention to our ruh and our spirit, so that it may create a momentum in us that will last throughout the year of doing something at least for our ruh, of caring for it, of nourishing it, of paying it some attention and helping it grow and flourish rather than killing off its growth. And why the month of Ramadan? Because Ramadan is a month of spirituality. Ramadan is a month of the ruh. I said earlier that the physical body comes from the earth. Its nourishment will come from the earth. Food will come from the earth. The spirit comes from the heavens. Its nourishment will come from the heavens. And its greatest nourishment is the Holy Quran. The Quran is the nourishment of the ruh and its spirit and the spirit. And Ramadan is the month of the Quran. And not just the Quran. We learn from a hadith later by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in his Musnad that all the major scriptures that were revealed to the prophets ﷺ, the Injil to the prophet Isa, the Torah to the prophet Musa ﷺ, and even the Suhuf, the scriptures of Sayyidina Ibrahim ﷺ, as well as the Holy Quran, all of the major scriptures were revealed to the prophets in the month of Ramadan. And as we know about the Quran, why is Laylatul Qadr so great? Why is Ramadan great? Ramadan is partially great because of Laylatul Qadr. Why is Laylatul Qadr great? It's partially great because both Ramadan and the night of Qadr owe their greatness to the Holy Quran. Because the Holy Quran was revealed in Laylatul Qadr, meaning in one go, almost as a single instance of revelation from the highest heaven to the lowest heaven in preparation for its gradual revelation to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That occurred on Laylatul Qadr, in the month of Ramadan. And coincidentally, the very first verses were also revealed in the month of Ramadan to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not just the Holy Quran, but the other scriptures to the other messengers were all revealed in the month of Ramadan. In this month, Jibreel alayhi salam would come and meet with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and they would revise the Holy Quran. One would read to the other whilst the other listened, and then the other one would read and the other would fall silent and listen attentively. Ramadan is a month of the Quran. Ramadan is a month of revelation. Ramadan is a month of the nourishment of the ruh. And this is why, what do we do in Ramadan? If you look at all the teachings of Ramadan, they are designed to divert our attention from our physical bodies to the spirits. Allah has told us during the day you are to fast. The Prophet ﷺ has told us during the night you are to recite the Quran. In Taraweeh, in Qiyam. Ramadan is a month of the Quran. That's why in another hadith related by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in his Musnad from Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr radiyallahu anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, on the day of resurrection, Allah will give a voice to both the fast and the Quran. And the fast will speak up and say, "O Allah, I prevented this servant of yours from his food and drink and from indulging in his pleasures during the day because he was preoccupied in fasting for your sake, in me. O Allah, accept my intercession on his behalf." Then the Quran will speak up and say, "O Allah, I prevented the servant of yours from resting throughout the night because he was preoccupied in my recitation for your sake. O Allah, accept my intercession on his behalf." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, فَيَشَفَّعَانِ, both the Quran and the fast, their intercession will be accepted by Allah.